Time is short. Our days counted. These tales of the past, they tell of our hubris. Of victory at all costs. Of unleashing forces we could not control. The darkness has conquered all. This realm is lost. I must return. I must change what was. I am our last hope.
Hey, how's it going guys? So today I'm super excited to bring an overview, loadout and gameplay for the brand new frontline champion of Paladins, Atlas. Here he is in all of his glory, highlighted on the improved main menu. So straight up from the get-go we see that the new champion looks phenomenal. He's actually from the future and an alternate reality whereby the darkness has already consumed and overthrown the entire world. So with no allies and hope left to fight, his lore basically tells us that he has used his technology to traverse back in time to prevent the same fate from becoming a reality. So if you guys aren't already aware, it is also heavily hinted in the lore that his father is someone who has previously served justice and also the law, aka Lex. So without a doubt you can already see this heavily influencing his champion visual design. For example, we see the blue clothing and cape similar to Lex. He also has several crests on his body as well as the same crest that we see on Stone's Keep at either the end zones of the hooded woman carrying a sword. I personally like his cyborg arm, and this replaces his real arm, possibly due to past combat. This new arm weapon has a pretty cool rotating clock-like ticker on it, and it allows him to fire in 4 different firing modes, from a burst shot to a sniper shot. So let's take a closer look at his design. I really like the Warhammer / mage vibe that they have going on for him, and the glowing red eyes make him look even more of a badass. So similar to Torvald, this old man also carries a backpack, but his is not just any other ordinary backpack. This one actually allows him to control and manipulate time itself. So this is pretty evident in both the lore and most of his abilities, which we'll see very shortly. Atlas also begins with a base of 3500 HP, which is around the same as other similar frontlines. However, he has many cards that allow him to buff him in this respect. Looking at his skins, his base skin is a blue clothed champion similar to his father Lex's uniform. The other alternate skins are an epic red collared skin, which also removes his cool looking beard from the base one, and also a white skin for the season pass buys. The gold skin in my opinion looks the best out of the lot, and it really highlights his prestigious appearance on the battlefield. Let's listen in on some of his new abilities.
Atlas's primary fire is called Chrono Cannon. Atlas's primary weapon is his bionic arm, the Chrono Cannon. A weapon from the distant future, the Chrono Cannon changes its functionality as it charges, making it excellent at all ranges. Quickly firing the Chrono Cannon unleashes a widespread shotgun blast. The longer Atlas focuses, the more accurate it becomes. Atlas's alternate fire is called Setback. Atlas fires a concentration of chronotech energy that blasts its victim 4 seconds back in time. Enemies hit by Setback have their health reverted back to their lowest value during that period. Atlas's first ability is called Second Chance. Atlas flings himself back 5 seconds in the past, restoring his health to the highest value during that period. Atlas's second ability is called Stasis Field. Atlas erects a temporal barrier in front of himself that completely nullifies all ranged attacks. Atlas's ultimate is called Exile. Atlas empowers his Chrono Cannon for 3 shots, banishing any enemies hit from this plane. Banished enemies cannot interact with other players. Atlas's default talent is called Unstable Fissure. After activating Second Chance, Atlas leaves behind an unstable fissure that explodes after a short duration. Players using Unstable Fissure should try and utilize Second Chance to disrupt the objective as much as possible. Running on the point, drawing enemy fire, and then dropping an unstable fissure will force enemies to disperse and give your team the upper hand. Atlas's second talent is called Temporal Divide, allowing his stasis field to increase in size greatly. Atlas's indestructible stasis field is one of the strongest defensive tools in the game, with the capability of stopping projectile ultimates. For more defensive team compositions, Temporal Divide will help protect a larger area for your team, slowly turning fights in your favor. Atlas's third talent is called Deja Vu, allowing Setback to become a lobbed projectile that explodes and rewinds all enemies on hit. Frontlines who want to control the flow of battle should look at playing with Deja Vu, whether using it at the start of a fight to send enemies back to their spawn, or saving that support being flanked by multiple enemies. Deja Vu turns Setback into an incredibly versatile ability that Atlas players will find many uses for.
Okay, so after a few matches with Atlas, I've put together a quick simple loadout, which I called a time for healing. So this loadout allows you to sustain your increased HP, even if your healer is subpar or in some cases non-existent. This is Paladins after all. So let's take a look at some of the cards. First up we have the Lost Legacy card, which activates status field and heals you for a certain amount of HP per second while it's active. Life Unlived, which is a second chance ability and heals you for an additional certain amount of HP. Paradox, which reduces the cooldown of the second chance ability by a certain amount. Distance Memory, which while below 50 HP increases your healing. And lastly, Old Wounds, which increases your base HP. Okay guys, so let's test this new Atlas loadout in gameplay. So this is what he actually looks like on the loadout screen as well, which is pretty awesome. So this is going to be a test trial game with bots. Looks like we've got a Khan on our team. So both of us two front lines are both wearing red, so we'll be brothers in war. Alright, so the match is about to get started. I'm also going to mount with my red dragon. And let's go for the point.
Have fun, good luck.
This skin really does match the mounts that I'm using, so it's pretty cool. I'm going to try and get the point straight away. See how they've got a ruckus straight for the rewind. So try and burst down this Maldamba. It takes a while to get used to the different firing modes, because he does have the 4 firing modes, and you also can't hold down his firing ability. So once you take it all the way through to the sniper shot, it actually will fire itself, unless you let it go and then start to do the firing again. We'll just hold the front here and let Khan take the point. Put up a status field. We've got Ruckus coming back. Oh, Khan with the throw. The Leon and Androxus. Try and snipe shot that Leon. Rewind. Khan's going to be throwing the guys back over to me. So he's pretty good actually at short range and also at long range, depending on which firing mode you use. The burst rifle is a bit inaccurate, so you have to get right. Oh, Maldamba just got fried. Khan picked him up and I finished him off. Rewind that Ruckus all the way to the back and let's get him with a snipe shot. Hold him back with some snipe shots as well. Leon's coming up closer, so I'm going to do some bursts on her. Whenever my HP is low, this loadout will let me rewind all the way back, pretty much to full every time. That's without a very good healer on this team. We've got a pretty good Fury bot, but even if you don't have a bot with you, you probably heal about 2,000 to 3,000 HP, which should be enough to keep you alive. So the sustain and the HP is overall pretty good. So far going pretty well with the new loadout. If you look at his weapon, it has a lot of good details as well. He's got a sensor on the top and he's got the ticker on the left hand side. So this is actually his arm. And I think also in this skin in particular, it's actually colored red.
You just might survive.
Okay, so we're probably going to do the same thing because these bots are pretty much noobs. So we just force them off the point with the double frontline. Let's go with Khan. I'm just going to go straight on to the capture point. Right, so let's try and rewind some more again. We've got the status field up, and Drops is going for the reversal. Maldamba. Oh, you can't use the ultimate on Ruckus. Gotta pull back a bit. Victor's going for the ult. Rewind for invincibility. Rewind back to full HP. Burst all these guys down. And Drops is hiding behind the boxes. I'll finish him off when he's ready. Rewind and shoot. Finish him off. Yep, there he is. Right, so this point should be ours again. Get up and use status field. Oh, Khan going for the throw and the alley-oop. Poor Maldamba just got alley-ooped straight into my burst. Leon's trapped in the corner. Nice. Fury is also going for pretty decent heals. 1000 HP per heal. Got Androx is coming back for revenge. Oh, he almost got stunned. Trying to escape, holding with the bursts.
I was enjoying myself.
Got Maldamba going for the back line. Close range battle, get some bursts in. Max HP rewind. He's only got 6 ammo as well, so you've got to make sure you're always reloading whenever you can. And if you take a look at the reload animation, it's really awesome because the bullets actually come back into his weapon to rewind it in time as well, which is a pretty neat feature. So we've got Ruckus again, 2v1 front lines, rewinding back to the top. He's going to get alley-ooped. Oh no, he's dead. And that should pretty much be the end of the match. This Victor's not going to get a chance to come back.
I fight for a brighter tomorrow.
Okay, I think I'll end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I've got some upcoming videos on Realm Royale and also Paladins of the next few days, so stick around, and also be live streaming next week. So I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, bye.